Hey there, I'm Chantal, and if you've been hearing the term AI agents everywhere lately and thinking, okay, so what exactly are those? You're not alone. I've been diving into this, and honestly, it's pretty exciting. So here's what we're doing today. I'm going to show you 3 real-life situations where AI agents are going to make your life so much easier. And here's the thing. Some of this you can use right now. Some of it is coming very soon and actually starting to happen. And some of it, well, it's still a bit futuristic, but we'll talk about it all. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what AI agents are, what they can do for you today, and what's coming down the road. And trust me, this isn't some sci-fi fantasy. This is practical stuff that is going to save you time and headaches. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's figure this out together. All right, so first things first, what is an AI agent? Think about ChatGPT. You ask it a question, it gives you an answer. You ask it to write something, it writes it. It's like having a really smart assistant who can help you think through problems and create content. That's great, right? Well, an AI agent is that same assistant, but with hands and feet. It doesn't just tell you what to do. It can actually do things for you. It can book flights, send emails, fill out forms, manage tasks across multiple apps. So ChatGPT is like having a brilliant advisor. An AI agent is like having a brilliant advisor who can actually run your errands. Now, here's where it gets exciting. We're in this really fascinating moment where some of this works today, some of it is emerging right now, and some of it is still being figured out. So let me show you 3 real examples, and we'll break down what's possible now, what's coming soon, and what's still on the horizon. Okay, picture this. You're at the airport in Madrid heading home via Mexico City, and your flight gets canceled, just canceled. And now you're standing there thinking, I need another flight, I need a hotel for tonight, and I want to file an insurance claim. Your stress level through the roof. Right now, today, I can pull out my phone and open ChatGPT, or in this case, on my computer, and I'm using ChatGPT Plus, which has these plugins. So let me show you. Here at the bottom, you would click the plus here, and you'll see that I'm using Booking.com and Expedia in there. And then I can literally say, my flight from Madrid to Mexico City was just canceled. Find me alternative flights for tomorrow. Suggest hotels near the Madrid airport under $250 for tonight, and draft an insurance claim email for me. And just take action and show results as you find them. And here's what happens. In about 1 or 2 minutes, and it was probably closer to 1 minute, ChatGPT searches through Expedia, Booking.com, shows me flight options. You can see here the flight options. Then alternative flights. Then a list of hotels with prices and reviews, and writes me a professional insurance claim email with all the right language. Now, I still have to click book on the flight. I still have to reserve the hotel myself, and I still have to send that email. But you know what? It just saved me like 45 minutes of frantic searching and panicking. And that's huge when you're stressed and tired at an airport. So that's where we're at today. The AI does the research and the heavy lifting, but you're still the one pressing the button. So that's what you can already do. What's emerging right now and what's happening in 2025 and beginning of 2026, like literally right now as we speak, AI agents are learning to actually use your computer. They can click buttons, they can fill out forms, they can navigate websites. OpenAI is testing something called automations, where the AI can actually interact with your screen. There are travel startups like Mindtrip and Layla that are building AI agents specifically for travel that can manage your entire itinerary. Microsoft Copilot and Google's Gemini are starting to work across multiple apps at once, your email, your calendar, your travel apps, all coordinated. So what does this mean? It means we're moving from AI suggests options to AI actually executes the booking, but you're still there supervising. You're still saying, yes, book that one, or no, try something else. Think of it like having an assistant who can make the phone calls for you, but they still check with you before committing to anything. Now, what's futuristic? Okay, now that's the real cool part, the ultimate vision. You're at the airport, your flight's canceled, and you just text your AI agent, flight canceled, handle it. And then you go get a coffee. While you're sitting there sipping your latte, your AI logs into your airline account, finds the best alternative flight, books it, charges your credit card, reserves a hotel, pays for that too, and files your insurance claim with all the right documentation. You finish your coffee, check your phone, and everything's done. New boarding pass, hotel confirmation, claim submitted. Now, why isn't this happening yet? Because this requires your AI to have access to your bank accounts, your credit card information, your personal information, your passwords, and they're still working through the privacy and security questions around that, which is probably a good thing, right? We want to get this part right. But here's my favorite way of thinking about it. We're not quite at the point where your AI can stand in that customer service line for you, but it can already save you from needing to. All right, that's travel. Let me show you another example. This one hits close to home for a lot of us. Your insurance company denies a claim. Maybe it's a medical procedure, maybe it's something else. And now you need to write an appeal. You need to reference your policies, cite specific clauses, include medical records, use all the legal language. And honestly, most people just give up at this point because it's so overwhelming. So what works today? Right now, I can take my denial letter and my insurance policy, they're just PDF files, and upload them to ChatGPT, which is what I did here. You can see I've put my certificate of coverage and a denial letter. And I simply asked ChatGPT, analyze why this was denied and write me a professional appeal letter. So I asked that for the purpose of this video that they blur my husband's last name, my last name, and the policy and certificate numbers. And ChatGPT reads through everything, understands the insurance jargon, which, let's be honest, is like a foreign language, figures out the gaps in their reasoning, and writes me a comprehensive appeal with proper legal language and references to specific policy sections. If you look at it, this is the analysis. So when you review, you can review that. And then this is the letter itself. Subject, Dear Claims Appeals Committee, because that's this is the process you have to follow in our policy. And then the two, why it was an error, there are two errors. So one, pre-certification clause does not apply, and medical necessity fully supported. And enclosing what needs to be enclosed, and request for reconsideration, and that's it. Now, I still need to review it, print it, and mail it myself. But the hardest part, understanding what went wrong and building a strong, solid case, that's done. That probably just saved me like 2 hours of research and frustration. So we can already do that, but here's what's starting to happen now. AI agents are learning to access multiple documents across different places, your email, your files, your cloud storage, and pull everything together automatically. So imagine saying, appeal my insurance denial, and your AI goes and finds the original claim, the denial letter, your policy documents, relevant medical records, and any previous correspondence, all on its own, and then builds a complete and comprehensive appeal using all of that information. You're not hunting through folders anymore. The AI is doing that detective work for you. Now, the full vision, your AI monitors all your insurance communications in the background. It catches denials automatically. It files appeals on your behalf without you even asking. It follows up when needed, and it escalates if necessary. Basically, it becomes your personal insurance advocate that never sleeps and never gets tired of dealing with bureaucracy. And for people dealing with health issues or complex claims, that could be genuinely life-changing, because right now, the system kind of counts on you giving up. and an AI agent doesn't give up. So my last example, let's say you're researching your French ancestry. You need to write formal letters to town halls in France requesting birth records from the 1890s. But here's a problem. You don't speak French, and even if you did like I do, there's a very specific formal way you're supposed to write these letters. Get it wrong and they might just ignore you. So let's look at what works today. Right now, I can go to ChatGPT and say, write me a formal letter in French to the Montpellier Mairie requesting birth records for Abraham Martin, born in 1872. And ChatGPT writes me a perfect formal French letter using all of the proper protocols and respectful language that French bureaucracy expects. It even knows to include the right legalese. So if you look at this, it's all in French, and I can tell you it's very good. And when I talk about legalese, is they're asking for an integral copy of the birth certificate or an extract with filiation, which is, I mean, I would never have thought of that. And then I'm explaining that I don't have the precisions, actually he's explaining, for the exact date of birth or the name of the parents, and it's very, French. Now, I'm still the one sending the emails. I'm still tracking which towns I've contacted and when, but composing a formal letter, done. And that's pretty amazing. What's emerging? Here's what's starting to happen. AI agents are learning to manage entire research projects. They can track which towns you've already contacted, when you sent each request, when you should follow up, and organize all the responses you get back. So instead of you keeping a spreadsheet and setting reminders, the AI is managing that whole workflow. It's like having a research assistant who never forgets anything. And what's futuristic, the ultimate version? You tell your AI, research my French ancestry, family name Martin, from the Montpellier area, 1850 to 1920, and then it just does it. It figures out which towns to contact, writes the letters in perfect French, sends them, follows up when needed, translates all the responses if you need to, organizes everything it finds, and even suggests next research steps based on what it discovers. So you check in once a week and it shows you found 3 birth certificates, 2 marriage records, and discovered your great-grandfather moved to Lyon in 1885. Should I search there next? It's like having a professional genealogist working for you around the clock. Okay, so let's bring this all together. Here's where we actually are right now. That green stage, what works today, is already incredibly useful. You can start using ChatGPT right now for all 3 of these scenarios. The travel search, the insurance appeals, the French letters, all of that works today. And here's the timeline we're looking at. So today, AI assists you and you confirm the actions. You're still in control, but you've got this incredibly smart helper doing the heavy lifting. End of 2025, beginning 2026, AI executes tasks for you and you supervise. It's actually clicking buttons, filling forms, but you're watching and approving. And the future, who knows when, because things go so fast, but AI manages things autonomously. You set it and forget it, and it handles entire projects start to finish. Now, here's what we should understand. We've spent decades, our whole lives, solving problems ourselves. We're good at it. We're resourceful. We figure things out. AI agents aren't replacing that wisdom or that capacity. They're handling the tedious parts, the searching, the form filling, the bureaucracy. So you can focus on what actually matters, the decisions, the creativity, the human stuff. Think about it. Would you rather spend 3 hours fighting with insurance paperwork, or would you rather spend 3 hours doing literally anything else while AI handles the paperwork? Yeah, me too. So here's the thing. I'm learning this right alongside you. Some of this does feel a bit futuristic, I know. But remember, the smartphone felt futuristic 15 years ago, and video calls felt like science fiction, and now we don't even think about it. This is just the next step, and the beautiful part, you don't have to know how it works to use it. You just need to know what it can do for you. So here's my question for you. Which of these examples would help you the most? The travel crisis management, the insurance appeal, the genealogy research? Or maybe you've got a completely different situation where you're thinking, wow, an AI agent could really help with this. Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. And honestly, your questions and ideas help me figure out what to explore next. And if you want to learn more about actually using ChatGPT for these kind of real-life scenarios, I've got tutorials on the channel, and I'll link one below that'll get you started. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you in the next one.